gonna hop to it. So let's go ahead and start in Sphinx pose. So I don't know if we've started in this one yet before, but we're laying on our bellies. We've got our forearms connected to the earth. Our shoulders are over our elbows, fingertips pointing forward, toes connected to the ground. And not allowing that like lower back to sag. Really already starting some engagement in our core, drawing the belly button up just slightly. Maybe you even feel it lift off the mat. Having our gaze slightly down and out. And then connecting to the breath. Starting off class. Finding the steadiness of breath. And if this is really uncomfortable, feel free to take our crocodile pose with the elbows out and the head resting. But otherwise, just really breathe into the heart space, into the chest. Maybe even closing the eyes, if that feels appropriate for you. Maybe feeling the belly rise, press into the mat with each inhale. Two more breaths here. And then the option to remain in Sphinx or take the arms out about 10 and 2 to have our seal pose, if that feels okay. And then dropping the chin to the chest. Painting a circle, the chin paints the collarbone, goes over to the right shoulder. And then making a smile back towards the left shoulder, really keeping the chin tucked, drawing it in, and over to the left. Allowing it to drop back down, keeping it close to the chest, back to the right. And this time maybe taking the right ear towards the right shoulder. So chin starting to drive up, and out. Maybe finding a new sense of lengthening. 2 breaths here. And then the chin returns to the right shoulder. Paint that smile, coming down and up towards the left. And then option to allow the left ear to drop towards the left shoulder, chin pointing out and up. Breathing in to the right side neck. One more breath. Chin to left shoulder. Down towards the chest. And then crocodile pose. Allowing yourself connected to the earth. And maybe allowing the knees bend up, toes towards the sky. And windshield wipering them left and right, if that feels comfortable for you. Turn back to our Sphinx pose, just so we get some ground. Maybe the kneecaps lift up. And then tuck the toes. Bring the hands where the elbows are and push yourself up to plank. Feel free to drop the knees at any time, or maybe we can hold, really protracting the shoulders. Think about rounding in the back, belly drawing up, finger pads pressing into the mat, and hold for another 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, on 1, drop to your elbows, forearm plank. Feel free to keep the fingers pointing forward or maybe even allowing the hands to come together to make a triangle. Keeping a slight tuck of the tail and holding here for 6, for 5, 4, 3, steady breath 2, last 1, everything sinks down. Very nice. To reset before we start another set. Setting Sphinx pose, checking our alignment. The elbows are, push ourselves up. And maybe we have the knees down and that's okay. Maybe you can challenge yourself, keeping the inner thighs squeezing in towards one another. Again, really using those finger pads. Maybe you can even lift the very, very center of your palm up. Glutes engaged. Almost a slight rounding of the back as we hold for another 5, for 4, last 3, 2, on 1, drop to your forearms. Again, anytime you want to drop the knees, that's fine. Then maybe the fingertips are forward. Maybe they come to make this triangle. Building heat. For another 6, for 5. This is your last set. 4, steady breath 3, last 2, and 1. Bring it down. Very nice. Take the arms out to a T. Big stretch, big stretch. Getting into that top right shoulder, rolling on right hip. Stacking the legs atop one another. Maybe allowing the head to rest on a block or the mat. Maybe even bending that top leg, planting the foot behind. Really breathing into the chest, the top of the shoulder, sensations you're feeling, backing off if it's pain, otherwise lingering for another 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1 through center and straight to our opposite side. So left hand comes out to that T shape, rolling on over to the left hip. Option to plant that right foot behind the left knee. Head can be wherever feels right for you. Steady breath. Backing off if you need to. Or exploring the sensation with a healthy curiosity. Three more breaths. And then returning to your belly. Hands plant underneath the shoulder. And tabletop. We shift and slide the hands underneath our shoulders. Maybe even look back at your hips and look at them over your knees. Toes pointed. And then some cat-cow. So drop the belly, lift the chin, lift the tail. Big inhale. Exhale, rounding the back, pressing the mat away. Curling. Inhale through cow. Exhale, cat. One more. Inhale, cow. Then exhale, cat. Back to neutral. And then as though you're to do a push-up, start to allow the elbows to bend, lowering the chest as far as you can. Maybe the chest comes to touch, maybe even the chin. Push yourself back up. Again, keeping those elbows hugging in, lowering down, like we're a cow coming down, 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 chest, chin, up. 4 more on your own, lowering, chest, chin, up. Really engaging your core as you're lowering down, 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 and powering up. I think we got 2 more. Maybe it was 1, but if it was, we're doing 2 for good measure. And last one, feeling it in the tries, perhaps. Coming back up, very nice. Back to neutral, maybe wiggle out the tail just slightly. And then right arm reaches up towards the sky. And maybe let it linger, take almost like a cactus type arm, a little bend. Open the chest a little bit further before swooping and sliding it down underneath. Maybe even allowing the right side of the head, the right temple to rest upon the mat. You can keep your left hand by your face or maybe walk the fingertips forward towards the top left corner of your mat. Maybe walking them over to the top right corner and seeing how that changes any sensations in your arms. Even coming up above and resting on your back. Many variations are possible here. 2 more breaths. And then left hand, if it's extended, returns in front of your face. Unwinding, right arm reaches up towards the sky, carefully, cautiously, and returns back to the mat. Moving into our left side. Left arm reaches up, 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 up. And then maybe take a slight bend of the elbow, really drawing the elbow back, chest opening. And on the next exhale, threading the needle, left arm reaches out towards your right side, underneath that right arm. Maybe the head comes to the mat, block. Right hand planted in front of the face. Maybe out towards that top right corner. Maybe keeping the fingertips walking over towards the top left corner. Bicep by the ear. Or even backstroking back. Taking a bend and resting it on top of your back. Maybe grabbing the left inner thigh. Many options here. Listen to your body. 3 more breaths. If the arm is extended out or atop your back, return it in front of your face And slowly unwind, pressing into the right hand, left arm reaching up towards the sky. And then returning to the mat. Very nice. Setting up for bird dog. Our right foot extends back. So sole of the foot, or ball of the foot planted onto the earth. Really find this leveling of our hips. Strong thigh, top of the thigh drawing in so it becomes parallel to your mat. Left arm maybe even reaches forward, thumb up towards the sky. Stay here or lift that right leg up. Knit the belly back in. And option to curl it on. So big inhale, exhale, knee comes in, elbow comes in, crunching the back like cat pose. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, crunch it in. 4 more. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. 2 more. Following your breath. Your inhale. Your exhale. And then extend it out. Allow the left hand to plant and the right foot to cross over, finding a nice twist. So gaze comes out, looking over. Maybe you can see your left big toe. Feeling nice extension in the right side body. And extending it out, allowing it to drop. Switching sides. So start by extending the left leg. And for the duration, this might be where you're at. Right arm maybe reaches up, thumb up towards the sky. Draw the belly button in towards the spine as we lift that left leg up. Again, almost this inner rotation, a squeezing of the thighs together, keeping it all hugging in. And then crunching it on our next exhale. Knee to elbow. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Halfway there. 3 more. Inhale. And bring it on in. Rounding the back. Inhale. And rounding. Extension. Last one in. Extend it all out one last time. Plant the right hand. And then left foot this time crosses over towards our right. Gaze comes out over the right shoulder, looking for those big toe of the left foot that's on the right side of your body. A couple breaths here. Really feeling that left side body stretching, extending. Very nice. Bring it on back. Take the knees wide. Allow the hips to sink back towards the heels. Child's pose. Maybe allowing the palms to turn up towards the sky. Maybe even wiggling the fingers. Opening and closing the hands. Whatever intuitively feels good for you. Maybe it's embracing a moment of stillness. Three more breaths.